Okay, starting today at the bed on the right side of the swimming pool. These are a whole bunch of butterfly bushes that are going to be in bloom next month. And right here is a clementine. And this tree's been in the ground just a year now. And we already harvested several clementines at Christmas time. And I think you can see it's got tons of buds on it now. So I think we're going to get a good crop this year. This is a Japanese maple that's been in the ground here for just about 3 years now. And it's finally starting to grow. The variety is Blood Good, and it is a dark burgundy and never turns green. Always red. Beautiful little tree. These are sage, purple sage, that I have all along the edge of this bed, all the way down. All the way to the pond. And this beautiful thing is a clematis. And this has been in the ground just a full year now. The variety is H.L. Young, and the blossoms are just a beautiful, deep dark purple. And there's lots of them this year. Very pretty. These are some of the first bearded iris of the season. More purple sage. Tons of daylilies. Those are all different kinds of yellow daylilies, so they'll be in bloom soon. Purple verbena hiding down there. And this is a climbing rose called New Dawn. It's been in the ground just a year now. Nicely budded. And this is a miniature climbing rose called Jean La Joy, or Jean La Joy. And it's also hundreds of buds on it, but not quite ready to bloom. I think probably by the end of the weekend. And here we are at the edge of the pond. This beautiful plant is the delphinium. And I really just love this cornflower blue. I've got 3 of them around the pond here this year. And sad to say, they'll fizzle and die in the heat of July and August here, but I think it's worth the money to have them for as long as I can. This is a flax plant here, little ornamental foliage. My tomato jungle. Planted a bunch of these today. Some of them are already in the ground. That big one there, planted last week. And that's a Japanese weeping maple. Kind of cascades over the side of the pond there. There's a view of it without the sun in our face. And I've got a bunch of palms here. These are all on the back of the waterfall. Now I'm on top of the waterfall, looking down the little pond. And there it is. Oh, it's beauty. These are ice plants. They make a nice pond plant here. They do well where in between the rocks. It is very hot here in the summer. But this ice plant likes it. Here's the fish telling me they haven't been fed yet. So must be back soon. Or we'll have a fish mutiny. Yikes. Hi guys. Alright, I'll be back soon with the food. Don't panic. Another one of the delphiniums on the edge of the pond. Some sweet flag in the pond. Louisiana iris that are just about ready to bloom. And what trip around the yard would be complete without a look at the pool. I put up all the yard furniture today. And there we are. Oh yeah, let's party. It's good. This is a mandorilla the pump running, adding some water to the pool. Here's a bed I planted this morning. Snapdragon zinnias Calancho. At least I think that's how you say it. These are all annuals, but I thought, yeah, worth it to have them at least part of the year. They're pretty. The bearded iris in bloom. This is my first one. It blooms every year, early in March. And next to this is a bed I planted earlier this week. It's got little baby impatiens, purple verbena, that's what that is, and sweet potato vine, ornamental sweet potato vine. Just kind of a lime green, sort of an interesting combination, color combination. We'll see how that works out. Some more verbena, and some more patience, and another sweet potato vine. And this is my other smaller pond in the front yard. Looking good. Pretty little pond. It's about 120 gallons, and you can't see it, but right now it's chock full of tadpoles. There's a frog haven, this little pond is. And so is the bigger one. But they really like this one. There's a philodendron coming back to life. And these are some of my antique tea roses that live in the front yard. Absolutely love these beautiful roses. This is the Duchess Brabant. They've all got names and pedigrees. I like that in a rose. I'm not much of a hybrid tea person, but I love my antique roses. The Russia sage that I planted today. I've had these before, and they're sort of a silvery blue, pretty plant. Planted some bright coral color impatiens around it. I thought would be a nice color combination. And this is a new plant for me. I just put it in the ground today. It's called a thrift, sea thrift, I think. And I surrounded it with snapdragons. And they should all be of the same color family. One hopes. Another old rose. This is a China rose. It's called Old Blush. And Old Blush has been cultivated for, well, just about as long as roses have been cultivated. And is the parent of a lot of, there's the satellite dish, we don't want to see that. It's the parent of a lot of modern day roses. This is another miniature climbing rose called Baby Ballerina. And it just covers this little fence here right now, unfortunately. Covered with buds, but probably won't be blooming until, I would say, about a week from now. And this is my shade bed. Got hydrangeas, lots of different kinds of hydrangeas, hostas. Humongous thing is called Sum and Substance. It's a popular hosta. It gets big. Hydrangeas, more of the same. Lots of them. There's a Nandina back there. My potato crop. These are Yukon Gold potatoes. They're growing in these bins here. Some good looking plants. Not too sure if there's any potatoes at the bottom of them underground, but I'll find out. This is another bed I worked on today. A lot of shade over here. These are ferns, hostas. I took one hosta and divided it into 3 here today. Planted a bunch of impatiens. And we'll see. And another shady bed next to it. I planted this with I can't remember the name of it now. It's a new plant for me. It's supposed to be a perennial. Purple. Yeah, purple impatiens and stuff like that. these things back here that I planted today, these things here, these are supposed to get about 3 feet tall. And if they are perennial, they'll make a nice background here for whatever I plant during the year. This beautiful azalea is my favorite of all time. It came with the house. It's probably about 40 years old or more. Don't know if the color will come through, but it's a beautiful fuchsia, and it smells good. You don't see that too often in modern azaleas. And here's the citrus tree crop. Wow. Close up of these lemons. Smell good. This little tree is just blooming so hard out. I'm going to get a lot of lemons off of that. And here's his brother over here, likewise. Lots of blooms. And this is a little grapefruit tree here, which is second year in the ground. And I think we might get some fruit this year. There's a little one there. It's a variegated lemon that froze winter before last. But I nursed it back to health. It didn't do squat last year, but blooming this year. So we'll probably get some interesting striped lemons this year. There's an orange tree here, and it goes all the way down to the ground, loaded with buds and little tiny oranges. And here's the back of the ponderosa lemon. Gosh, it smells good here. Pitch my tent and stay out here.